Hello and welcome to Sitting Down with Schneider. Today is April the 29th, and today we're going to skip away from the high school seniors again for a bit. And since both her brothers had an opportunity to do Sitting Down with Schneider, we felt it was only fair to bring in Miss Hailey Schneider. So let's bring in Hailey right now. And there she is. Hello, Hailey.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Excellent. Hello.
Hi, Hailey. Before we do the rest of this interview, are you okay with me putting this on my YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I already explained to the mass viewing audience that both your brothers had the opportunity to do the sitting down, and so it's only right that we bring you in to keep the family circle together. And you know, we don't want anyone being offended. And
I know. I'd definitely be very, very upset, clearly.
and we obviously know, you know, you save the ones who know the most and have the most important things to say till last, obviously.
Oh yes, I'm sure I have very sage-like things to say. We'll see.
So Hailey, the first thing I like to do is have you introduce yourself. And of course, I've said your name a few times, but tell us a little bit about who you are and what you like to do.
Yeah. Hello. I am a recent graduate from UC San Diego. So I currently hold a BA in theater. I have a minor in philosophy of law and ethics and society, which is a mouthful. So now I am living that post-grad life. I work for a pharmaceutical company, which is pretty cool. I also work for Phil's Coffee, not right now, obviously. And then when I'm not doing that, I am performing improv. So I'm very involved with the comedy scene in San Diego. So I teach and perform at Old Town Improv Company, and that's the lowdown.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
So how are you holding up? How are you holding up during this this lockdown, which now has been pushed all the way till the end of May? Just recent
Woo!
news from the governor. Yes, we are now until what, May 30th, I think you said?
End of May, yeah.
End of May, right. So how are you holding up? How are you holding up?
I'm all right. You know, I wanna refrain from saying great. It's not awesome the situation that we're in, but it could be a lot worse. So I am doing relatively well. So I would say I'm doing well. Yeah.
What are you doing to keep busy with the shelter in place?
Oh geez. I have work. So that's awesome. I spend the first half of my day just working from home, doing my job. And then I've been reading a ton. I draw all the time and just watching shows that I wanted to get to, just finding little ways to be creative and working out.
Excellent. You know,
Yeah.
people have mentioned that they've started, now they have more time to kind of watch shows. So when someone does mention that, I like to ask if someone, or those people that say that, is there a particular show that you have started binge watching that you really, really enjoy?
Oh yes, Marvelous Miss Maisel is just, God bless her. I love that show.
Have you gotten all the way through that? So you've gotten all the way through and now you're ready for the next season?
I am on to season 2, so I'm very, very excited for that. I watched Tiger King. That was a roller coaster of a show. What else did I watch? We were watching Jersey Shore a few days ago. I'm a little ashamed about that, but I like it. So
Do you feel better that you admitted it? Like you came clean
yeah,
right there?
I got off my
Did it
chest.
help you cleanse a little bit?
Yeah.
Have you found out anything about yourself being in this situation where you're not able to go do the things you're used to doing? Um, any revelations or anything like that? And if not, it's all good. Just does anything come to mind? Anything you've found out about yourself while you've had to be at home in isolation?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's weird because I live with other people, so I'm not completely alone, but I do certainly have more time to myself and just in my own brain. And it was kind of strange because I was super, super busy before this whole thing started. And then all of a sudden I just wasn't. And so I think what I've realized is that I really appreciate having time for myself and not having to run like 15 places in the same day. And so I don't know, I've realized that I might need to cut back on some stuff just to keep my mental health fine. And I don't know. I think I'm just seeing really the value of like taking some time to relax and not think about anything crazy because I've kind of been forced into a break.
So
And now
being
I'm like,
forced
oh,
in, so being forced into that break and having the time to actually do the things you like to do when you have a break like that has made you
mhm.
realize I need to make sure I give myself time to do this even when things go back to normal.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And it's like, okay, there is value in like cutting back. Like you don't have to do everything. Um, yeah.
excellent. So when this whole thing is done and over, which
Hmm.
we've got to hope that someday that happens, right? When that happens, what will be the first couple things that you want to do? You know, you've given this, the shelter in place isn't in place, and you can go and you're feeling confident that you're not going to get, you know, COVID and stuff. So what would you be your first couple things you'd want to do that you haven't had the opportunity to do?
That I'd want to do that. Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I want to just like go somewhere and travel. Well, okay, that's different. But I do I want to travel, but then realistically, like in just the San Diego spectrum, I would just like love to walk around Balboa Park and just go there again. I love it there. Go to the beach. Um, Most realistically, I just want to get like a big basket of chicken from Cross Street Chicken because I haven't had it in months and I love it. It's so good.
So how about getting a big basket from
Cross
Cross Street
Street
Chicken
Chicken and then
and
taking
going
it.
down to Balboa Park,
Oh, and having a picnic.
with friends, eating
Yes,
half the
of course.
bucket, and then
Or
keeping that bucket and then going to the beach. Huh?
yeah,
Is that a good itinerary?
that sounds perfect. That sounds like a perfect day.
And I'm with you on the traveling too. I mean,
Yeah,
the major traveling, of course, financially it'd be nice to just be able to go and do anything, but there's such a second guessing right now because it's that getting on that plane and just those close quarters of the plane. You know, it's like if
yeah,
anywhere that, I mean, obviously, like you said, just in San Diego, going and doing something like getting the chicken and going to a park because you've been inside for so long and not able to do
yeah,
that would be great. But um, yeah, it's that traveling distances. I totally want to get to that point too, where I want to go and do that. Um,
yeah.
but it's just so nerve wracking because the close quarters and everything, and who's touched what and everything. I'm sure that we'll start to get more relaxed as time goes on.
Yeah, yeah, I'm hoping, but just like I'd like to visit home sometime soon again, or I'd like to go like we have all these trips that me and my friends have talked about that we'd like to just try sometime, or just even like a short road trip somewhere, just I don't know, something new. And I'm looking forward to being able to feel like I can do that again.
Have you been doing the Zoom meetings with friends? Have you been able to make some connections like over Zoom
Yeah,
and other venues?
it's really cool. I've been able to yeah, I've had plenty of instances where I just like hop on a Zoom call and chat with my friends for a little bit just to say hi and see some faces that I haven't seen in a minute. I know tomorrow I'm gonna play Catan with a few people. That's gonna be a good
Oh,
time. So yeah,
nice. I don't think I told you this, but I actually, you know, we started playing Catan like what, 2, 3 years ago, probably like 3 years ago, right? I've
yeah.
never won at Catan. This last time that Casey was here, I actually won.
Boom. Oh, and you beat Casey.
Well, yes, and I was absolutely couldn't believe it, and I just thought I'd never win at Catan, and I was weirdly joyous.
Did you have longest road or strongest army?
No, that's the thing. I had strongest army. I had 5 road pieces. I completely abandoned the road thing because I've always go after the road, and I completely abandoned the road thing. And I built the not the settlement, but the cities, and just got all kinds of resources, and it
Oh,
worked. Oh my God, it was so pleasing. And
that's
those of you
amazing.
out there, if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you don't know what Hailey's talking about, it's a board game called Catan, and it's really fun. And if you can get a hold of it, you do that. So
Made for nerds, by nerds. It's awesome.
Hailey, before we stop the little formal interview piece,
Of course.
anything any sage advice or anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
Um, I guess just take care of each other. Send love when you can. It's hard for everyone, even if people are doing well. It's like you never know what's going on. I guess to the seniors, my heart goes out to you. That really stinks. It's your final year. All this stuff has been cut short, and I know that's a really amazing time, and it's unfortunate that you don't get to experience that. So just my thoughts are with them, and also yeah, just sending good vibes their way, and also like a big thank you to workers who still are pushing through at this time.
Making it all happen, right?
Yeah,
All
it's
those
really
people on
really
the
incredible.
all those people on the front line. That's
Yeah.
that relativity piece, we talk about, because I'm
Mhm.
there with you.
Yeah.
I am super bummed out for the seniors, and it's been really cool to be able to talk to all of them, with the sitting down with Schneider and get all their
Yeah.
insight. But what I've noticed about all of them, every single one of them has said, yeah, I'm upset, but there's so many bigger things that are
Yeah.
out there, So I
It's
think
for
that
the
sentiment
best.
remains the same.
Yeah.
All right, kiddo. Well, I'm going to stop this for now, and then hang out though. But after I've stopped it, okay?
For sure.
All right. So signing off. Thanks for sitting down
All
with
right.
Schneider.